Hi, welcome to the second video post, and we're going to take a look at the crowdfunding platform Celeband for the second time. Last week I put a post up, another video post, took a look at what you see when you go to celeband.com and noted the fact that Public Enemy are far short of their target $250,000. They're at $79,000 now. And as I said in that post, today is about looking inside, trying to figure out some of the reasons why raising funds for music doesn't really seem to be taking off for Celeband. And I think it comes down to community. The interface you'll see here, this is my profile, it's very clean. Facebook is also clean, but I think this is clean to the point of being clinical and rather unexciting. I don't have an avatar. You'll see I just got the standard Celeband avatar there. Most people do, which I think is a sign that they don't really see it as a community site. And there are no real strong calls to action. I made the effort to update my profile, but when you become a member, there's no strong call to action to populate your profile and make it rich. You know, on LinkedIn, you have that percentage bar that encourages you to move through the stages until you have a 100% populated profile. On Facebook, they're always trying to get you to interact with other members, load photos, etc. And of course, there's a lot of third-party apps that are built around trying to encourage interaction as well on Facebook. All completely lacking here on Celeband. It's down to you to populate, and then it's down to you to try and connect to people if that's what you wanted to come to the site to do. So I followed the top bands, I followed the last three believers, the people who followed those bands, and it hasn't really resulted in any sort of meaningful interaction with other users. And it made me question whether, is this the sort of thing that people really would want to form a community around? You would think maybe it is discovering new music as a shared interest, but it doesn't seem to be happening on the site. My suspicion is that people find these bands in another location off this website, either through the band's website or live gigs, and then they're directed here by the band. They fund the band, and then there's nothing really that is going to bring people back here to explore and find other music, be encouraged to fund other bands. They might come back once in a while to see how excuse me, their band is doing. Just have a nice cup of English tea there. And once they see their band reach or fail to reach their target, there's no real reason for them to come back. And I think Celeband should work on trying to change that. It shouldn't just be about funding bands, it should be about discovering music. So maybe they should build some incentives around discovering music, around referring other people to new bands that you discover. Kind of make the members not just followers, but producers. So if you want to be producer status, you would introduce 25 people to a band. When you've referred 25 people to one of the bands, you're designated producer of that band. And you also have, more awards if those people go on to fund the band, for example. So in that way, it does create a community. It's like, okay, let's see if I can go around this site, listen to music, find out what sells, and then I go and promote it to my tribe and bring them here into Celeband. Now, if we look at Celeband's Twitter account, they've got 1,600 followers. To me, for this type of service, that doesn't really seem like very much. Are they really going out there and engaging in Twitter and building a strong tribe of their own? Let's take a look at their Facebook account. 882 fans. Well, I'm not 100% convinced of Facebook fan pages and their capacity to drive traffic to sites. Certainly compared, but still, I think 882 fans is not so big. And from what I could find, there's no Facebook app for Celeband, and I think that would be the play that could make a difference for them. Well, in short, what am I saying here? I'm saying that the website is rather clinical and plain. It doesn't seem to me to have strong calls to action. I would convert the users from being followers to being band evangelists. And there are lots of ways you can do that. I've just touched on a few. If we go and look at the artists, we click on an artist here, Kurt, and to me, fund this artist, that's a fairly prominent call to action. But the follow button, maybe it's just me, but I don't think it's particularly strong. It's hidden up here in this very neat header. To me, I think that they could do more around following bands and making following bands more meaningful. If you go to someone like Public Enemy, who I followed, because of the design of their page, it's even harder to see what that's the follow button. I'd be interested to hear your thoughts. I think if they integrated this site further with Twitter and Facebook, or they tried, a multi-pronged attack, a multi-pronged approach to turn it into more of a community site, then it could be more successful. What do you think? On the other hand, maybe this is not something that people want to build a community around, funding bands. But I would have thought that it is. Okay, well, that was the brief look inside Celeband today. Be interested to hear your thoughts.